Hola bandidos, ¿cómo estamos? Welcome to Mel's Magic Official. I'm Magic Mel and this is Charles, my angel. Welcome to episode 15 of season 10. You know what? I was reflecting, as usual, about what I've been sharing with you guys, and I don't want to come across like preachy or anything. I always tell you take what resonates and do your own thinking. Reflect on your own experiences. Observe your own experiences, your interaction with other people, your triggers, the way you respond or react. Everything serves you. But the main message that I want to put out here at Mel's Magic Official is for you to trust yourself, to not just blindly follow someone out there. I want you to connect with your own truth. I don't believe in the absolute truth. I believe that we can come and connect with our own personal truth. And if we share that, it might resonate with somebody else. Because at some level, maybe the deeply personal can become universal. But we're all here to live our own experience and to find that very personal truth. So, what feels true for you? And that goes, with what you do in life, the kind of life you lead, what feels true to you in terms of your work, your purpose, how you spend your time, how you spend your energy, where you put your attention. I want you to self-reflect. That is my main intention here, and to become sovereign again and self-empowered. Yeah. And I pulled out a drawing of mine. I do meditations and I do a lot of, who's my stomach? Drink a lot of water. Dream analysis. So I really make it a point to record my dreams and then reflect on them and make images out of them. So it's my own conversation with my subconscious. But this literally reflects the opening of my heart. I wanted to talk to you about connecting with yourself and the joy you can tap into by connecting with yourself. Ironically, when you tap in or connect with yourself, you connect with the divine within you too. So it's not just about you, it's about you and the universe. And it's when we can really, go through that process of forgiving ourselves, of making amends with ourselves, of liking ourselves again, that we can open our heart, feel the love for ourselves, and let it overflow. Let your own cup overflow. That is also part of this new paradigm where each one of us is encouraged, and I love the word encourage because it comes back to cœur, which is heart. We are encouraged to be the hero of our own journey, making our way back home to our own heart. And by making our way back home to our own heart, we connect with everyone else's heart and with the universal heart. So it's a sacred journey back to your heart. And in your heart space, you find the joy, you find the vitality, you find your inner child. You begin to see the world again with curiosity and awe. You cast off the jadedness, the cynicism, the negativity. It's very important now to release our karma, to forgive ourselves for any mistakes we think we have made, and to forgive other people, because we cannot hold on to that resentment. That will just weigh down our own heart. And remember what Ma'at, the Egyptian goddess, asks at the end of every person's life before passing over to the afterlife. Did you find joy and did you bring joy? And if your heart is weighed down with resentment, anger, guilt, shame, it makes it heavier than a feather. And then, well, it's difficult to pass into the afterlife. Don't take it literally, but just ponder on the notion of a heavy heart. Is it really worth it to carry the resentment of the past with you going forward? So open your heart, tap into that heart energy, and by doing that, you will feed back into the collective. We're asked to operate more from our heart space again. Excuse me. not just from the thinking, analytical mind. You know, each age serves its purpose. So we've been going through the age of separation where we're all individuals thinking we're all separate. But now we're coming back into ascension. Now, this ascension process is not, well, you could see it as going higher in the frequency scale, but it is going home because source is home. And source resides in your heart. The divine is within you, not out there, separate from you. And seeing the world and operating from the heart space requires us to be more embodied, less, I was going to say decentralized, less separate from, less up in your mind, more in tandem with you, the entirety of your being, with the wholeness of your being. And to have the courage to really sense things, to really go back into feeling our way through life rather than thinking our way through life. Your heart carries so much wisdom. It is your compass. There's a reason why we call it the heart's desires. The heart knows where home is, or home is where the heart is. All of these expressions carry meaning. So, what is your heart telling you? Where does your heart lie? What does your heart want to do? Our life here on this planet is fleeting. I mean, remember, I told you I like to have the notion of memento mori in the back of my mind to remind myself that, hey, bigger picture, focus every day on something that brings you joy. And that actually is segueing into something else I want to talk about, your needs, honoring our own needs. What is it that you need to feel content and fulfilled? In my case, for example, I need a lot of solitude. I need a lot of silence. I need to be out in nature, to ground myself, to resource myself. And yeah, solitude is not about loneliness. In solitude, we can really get to know ourselves. We can get to know the voices in our head. And we're never really alone. There's always a guardian angel around us. And even the notion of angels, they're not just out there, they're within us. But the solitude enables you to just reconnect with your own energy. I feel the more sensitive we become, the more challenged we may be out in the world, because then we're interacting with everyone else's energy. So it's important to reset to your own energy. But what do you need? What makes you content? What are your basic needs? That's very important in terms of our relationships as well, no? We're not asked to enter a relationship and sacrifice our own needs for the sake of making someone else happy. No. We come in with our own needs and we bring our whole self to the table and say, hey, this is what I need. How can we find the middle ground here without abdicating our own needs? But first of all, you got to know, well, what do you actually need? It's a process of getting to know ourselves and to really look at it as a mystery and a miracle. If you really pause, I mean, what is the likelihood of us being alive in this body with everything functioning, with the entire world functioning? I mean, okay, you might say it's not functioning magic well. It's still all going through its process. I mean, every day, everything is a miracle. So to really treasure that and to seize the privilege of getting to know who we really are, the essence of our soul, the essence of our being, is a privilege. So seize that, cherish that. Don't take things for granted and make it a point to get to know yourself. What does your heart want? What does your heart need to be happy? I leave it at this. It's a little bit late here, so I'm probably stumbling a lot on my words, but I wanted to share that with you. Okay. Remember also that when we unblock our heart, when we go through the fire of having our heart break open, that's when we can really be in touch with the essence of life, with all the sensibilities, with all the beauty of it. So take courage, be courageous, because it's not for the faint of heart, but it's worth it. Okay? Con esto, amigos, this was episode 15. I'll see you. Yeah, I'll pull some cards for episode 16. Okay, see you in a minute. Ciao, guys.